phones. Rusty in Charlotte, you want to talk about the witch hunt. Tell me about it.
Yeah, hi, Bill. Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Trump case. I got 4 points to make about it. The first is it's such a two-tier justice system. If you and I were in court and we started threatening the judge, we started threatening witnesses and pulling shenanigans like that, they'd throw our asses in jail so quick. I don't understand why they're not doing the same with Orange Jesus. The second thing is a lot of the info that's eventually going to come out is from his own friends and his own employees. Alan Weisselberg, David Pecker, Hope Hicks, Dan Scavino. Are you guys going to try to start slandering them now before they start dropping bombs on Trump's head? The third is I've heard people complain about, Trump, they're not letting him out to go here to the hearing at the Supreme Court on immunity. That's the biggest joke ever. For anyone to think that they should have full immunity their whole lives from anything, the Supreme Court's going to slap that down just like they slapped Carrie Lake in the head yesterday. And the last thing is this nonsense about his Barron's high school graduation. One, he hasn't seen Barron in like 7 or 8 years. And two, he didn't attend any of his other kids' high school graduations, so why would he actually attend Barron's? Your thoughts?
Well, my first thought is you obviously are not a Trump fan.
You think?
Yeah. So my next question is, which particular case are you referring to? Because I'm just yes. The
current one.
The current one. The Stormy Daniels one. Right?
Yeah, I just made 4 points for you. You don't have any comments on those points?
Well, I mean, my first point would be that first of all, what he did wasn't, if he paid Stormy Daniels, what's the difference between that and the suppression of the Hunter Biden laptop?
Holy mackerel. You're really going with Hunter Biden? Come on, Bill. You got to do better than that.
Well, holy mackerel. Listen. I already let you slide one time with one thing you shouldn't do on a talk radio show, okay? I already let you slide that one time. Now, if you're going to ask me questions and then I start answering them and then you want to go with the old, why will I never, that's not exactly discourse, is it? I mean, are we having a discussion or did you just call in to make a statement? Are you even listening to the show?
Every now and then.
So you're not listening today?
I have things to do.
You have things to do. You have things to do. So you just called in to make a statement just based on the fact you don't like the guy. So don't vote for him. So I've just solved your issue for you. Bye-bye now. Listen, when it comes to Donald Trump as a person, I have this, and I must be a superior being. First of all, the case that he's already been judged on with Engerin and everything, where he paid back his loans and he did what everybody does when it comes to developing real estate and everything else. And now nobody's going to develop real estate in New York anymore. But hey, hoorah, we got rid of the Orange Jesus, as you said, Rusty. We got rid of him, right? So we just killed real estate development in New York just to get Trump. And then they had to get out there and say, well, this was only for Trump. This was not against you. You can keep doing what you're doing. And what he did was bad because he did it. Not because it was bad, but because he did it. Now this thing with Stormy Daniels. You got a guy who says that he paid, the guy that got convicted of lying and is in jail for a conviction of lying, and that's the star witness, and we can throw all the names out there we want to throw out there. And it doesn't surprise me that people would turn on Trump, when it comes to that kind of stuff, because Trump was effective. Trump didn't pay his dues. He didn't ask the deep state if he could be the prez. So they came after him, and they're still coming after him. The Hunter Biden laptop would have made a 17% difference in how people voted. And that was actual suppression done in concert between big tech and the DOJ and, the entirety of the deep state. That was a thing. That was the thing they did. They did it. We know they did it. They've admitted it. On the other hand, supposedly he paid Stormy Daniels $100,000 that he didn't actually pay to Stormy Daniels. That was paid by Cohen. You know, look at it. I mean, vote however you want. You don't like Trump, that's fine. Don't call up here and start. Listen, don't use my air when all you've got. You're not even listening. You just admitted you weren't listening to the show. I mean, I don't mind talking about things that I'm not talking about sometimes, but at least have the common courtesy. What kind of guy calls a talk radio show that's not listening to the talk radio show, Maestro?
Yeah, that's not.
How do you set up your day? How do you set up your day? Well, let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up this morning and be just generally unhappy. Yeah, I'm going to eat some stuff that's really bad for me, and it's going to make my life shorter.
What do you have it scheduled?
Right. Right.
Like, at 11:30, I'm going to call the Bill Frady show.
At 11:30, I'm calling Bill Frady, and I'm going to tell him what I really want to think, and then I'm going to be I'm going to go full on mental midget and admit I'm not even listening to him.
Right. It's kind of weird.
It wasn't even so. That might be him trying to call us back. Who knows? I don't
think so.
Don't think so.
He
was unassigned. He
yeah.
came in as unassigned. We can't even call him back and harass him now because he came in and he unassigned his number to us. So way to go, Captain Courageous. You came in here and you're not even listening to what's going on, and you wanted to comment on things that you don't really know about. Just because you don't like them, you can just call me and say, I just don't like Trump. Okay, that's fine. I get it. I understand. This would be a good ad for one of those things. You like sometimes you'll be on social media and they'll show you this ad for scheduling your day. I'm sure he has this application where he got out there and said, call Bill Frady today and give him a bunch of nonsense about the orange Jesus. The orange Jesus, his words. Oh, well. It does take all kinds. Listen, Rusty, in this country, you could be an idiot and it's okay. I fought for I was there to protect your right to be a mental midget. Have a good day. Maybe you'll do some other things that are non sequiturs in your life as well. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk about being deplorables when we get back. This is News Talk 98.9 WORD. Do a little time management. Let's start off with Paul and Davidson. Yes, sir.
Hi, Bill. I heard that guy Rusty call in. You handled that pretty well, except you didn't answer any of his questions. Why don't you answer the questions that he asked about? You just totally pivoted to other things.
Well, I mean, the thing with the real estate part that everybody does in New York State, that everybody does that develops real estate, that they said that they even tried to get his bond that he paid, the $175 million. They wanted that rescinded so Letitia James could go start confiscating his assets, and yet. But there was no crime. The people that he supposedly defrauded or whatever, they want to do business with him again.
You just said no one's going to develop real estate in New York City anymore.
Yeah.
Are you an idiot? Who would actually?
No, Paul, I'm not an idiot, but being an idiot means that you call in and you give the host grief twice, and he gives you a chance a second time, and there will not be a third. Let's go to Jackson and Greer. Yes, sir.